Hey y'all, this is Don, aka the Interactive Nanny. Once again, coming to you guys live and in living color from Interactive Nanny's world where love and play are interacting. No, this is not a car edition today. We are actually at home. Um, so just sort of just to fill y'all in on my day. I didn't make it to church today. My energy level was a little low. So I decided to stay at home, but I did have to do my laundry because I didn't do it Friday or Saturday or yesterday. So I had to get laundry done today. I've just literally just finished fixing my dinner. So I decided before I go any further, I wanted to come on and record and share the episode with you guys for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you all are getting geared up and ready for a great and amazing week for this week. So let's get started. We're going to be sharing two books, and the first one is entitled Gregory the Terrible Eater. The author is Mitchell Shamot, and it's illustrated by Jose Owego and Ariane Dewey. I think I've shared this one before, but I figured I saw it and I was like, I don't think I've read this one for a little while, so let's just share it again. Gregory the Terrible Eater, and here we go. Let's see what Gregory's doing. Let's see. I think I skipped the first page. I did. Hold on. All right, here we go. Once there was a goat named Gregory. Gregory liked to jump from rock to rock, kick his legs into the air, and butt his head against walls. I'm an average goat, said Gregory. But Gregory was not an average goat. Gregory was a terrible eater. Every time he sat down to eat with his mother and father, he knew he was in for trouble. Would you like a tin can, Gregory? Asked Mother Goat. No thanks, said Gregory. How about a nice piece of rug and a bottle cap? Asked Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory unhappily. Well, I think this is a meal fit for a goat, said Mother Goat, as she chewed on an old shoe. It certainly is, said Father Goat, as he ate a shirt, buttons and all. I don't know why you're such a fussy eater, Gregory. I'm not fussy, said Gregory. I just want fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, bread, and butter. Good stuff like that. Mother Goat stopped eating the shoe. Now, what kind of food is that, Gregory? She said. It's what I like, said Gregory. It's revolting, said Father Goat. He wiped his mouth with his napkin. Father Goat is very angry from the looks of this book, y'all. After Gregory was excused from the table, Father Goat said, Gregory is such a terrible eater. I wonder what's wrong with him, said Mother Goat. Mother and Father Goat ate their evening newspaper in silence. Meanwhile, y'all, Gregory is thinking about the fish and butter and carrots and fruits and all the eggs and all the other things that he wants to eat. The next morning, Mother and Father Goat were enjoying a pair of pants and a coat for breakfast. Gregory came to the table. Good morning, Gregory, said Father and Mother Goat. Good morning, said Gregory. May I have some orange juice, cereal, and bananas for breakfast, please? Oh, no, said Mother Goat. Do have some of this nice coat. Take a bite out of these pants, said Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory, and he left the table. Father Goat threw down his napkin. That does it, he said. Gregory just isn't eating right. We must take him to the doctor. Father and Mother Goat took Gregory to the doctor. Dr. Ram was munching on a few pieces of cardboard. What seems to be the trouble? He asked. Gregory is a terrible eater, said Mother Goat. We've offered him the best: shoes, boxes, magazines, tin cans, coats, pants. But all he wants are fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, orange juice, and other horrible things. What do you have to say about all of this, Gregory? Asked Dr. Ram. I want what I like, said Gregory. Makes sense, said Dr. Ram. He turned to Mother and Father Goat. I've treated picky eaters before, he said. They have to develop a taste for good food slowly. Try giving Gregory one new food each day until he eats everything. That night for dinner, Mother Goat gave Gregory spaghetti and a shoelace in tomato sauce. Not too bad, said Gregory. The next day she gave him string beans and a rubber heel cut into small pieces. The meal was good and rubbery, said Gregory. The day after that, Mother Goat said, we have your favorite today, vegetable soup, but there's one condition. You also have to eat the can. Okay, said Gregory. What's for dessert? Ice cream, said Father Goat, but you have to eat the box too. Yummy, said Gregory. I'm proud of you, said Father Goat. You're beginning to eat like a goat. I'm learning to like everything, said Gregory. One evening, Father Goat asked, has anyone seen my striped necktie? Not since breakfast, said Mother Goat. Come to think of it, I haven't seen my sewing basket today. I left it in the living room after supper last night. Father Goat turned to Gregory. Gregory, have you been eating in between meals? Yes, said Gregory. I can't help it. Now I like everything. Well, said Mother Goat, it's all right to eat like a goat, but you shouldn't eat like a pig. Oh, said Gregory. After Gregory went to bed, Mother Goat said, I'm afraid Gregory will eat my clothes hamper. Yes, and then my toolkit will be next, said Father Goat. He's eating too much. We have to do something about it. The next evening, just before supper, Mother and Father Goat went to the town dump. They brought home 8 flat tires, a 3-foot piece of barber pole, a broken violin, and a half of a car. They piled everything in front of Gregory's sandbox. When Gregory came home for supper, he said, What's all that stuff in the yard? Your supper, said Father Goat. It all looks good, said Gregory. Gregory ate the tires and violin, then he slowly ate the barber pole, but when he started on the car, he said, I've got a stomachache. I've got to lie down. Gregory went to his room. I think Gregory ate too much, said Father Goat. Let's hope so, said Mother Goat. All night, Gregory tossed and twisted and moaned and groaned. The next morning, he went down for breakfast. What would you like for breakfast today, Gregory? Asked Father Goat. Scrambled eggs and 2 pieces of wax paper and a glass of orange juice, said Gregory. That sounds just about right, said Mother Goat. And it was. And that's the end of the story. So that was Gregory the Terrible Eater. And next we're going to share The Couch Potato. I like this book. I've actually read it a couple of times. It's from the #1 New York Times best-selling team, Jory John and P. Oswald. The Couch Potato. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. I am a potato. Not a small potato like my brother. Not a sweet potato like my mother. Not a mashed potato like my Uncle Stu. I am a couch potato. Oh yeah, it's true. My favorite place to slouch is on the couch. I spend all my free time sitting in this exact spot. Why would I ever leave this comfy, cozy couch? It's got everything a potato could need. See, I have this, which is a remote, and this, a yo-yo, and this, a game control, and one of these a Rick Rack, and those my headphones, and this popcorn, and that juice box hat as a matter of fact, and these which are his fuzzy slippers. Oh, and this, check it out. This button activates a gadget that fetches me snacks whenever I want. Bam! Impressed? And I don't have to move an inch. Much easier than going to the kitchen. If the most important thing in life is to be comfortable at all times, then I think I've got it all figured out. Ah. But wait, there's more. I haven't revealed the absolute best part of my whole setup. It's everything you see in front of me, which looks like about 15 different TV screens, y'all. Have a look around, take it all in. Pretty spectacular, huh? Yeah, it's a sea of shimmering screens, from wall to shining wall. What a joy! What bliss! These screens feature my favorite shows. This screen has all my unanswered messages. These screens are where I play video games. And this screen is a live stream of my friend, my best spud for life. This is how my pals and I spend quality time together. It's much easier than trying to meet up somewhere like folks did in the old days, that's for sure. Hey, Spuddy. Hey, Potato. Yes, from this very couch, I can control everything in my life, all at the same time, with just a few taps and a couple of clicks. Not bad, eh? Ah, yes, sirree, this is the life. At least that's what I thought until the other day. Something strange happened. There was a knock at the door. It was a delivery. Whoosh! He's looking at his front door cam, y'all. Woo! It was my newest device, a video camera that would allow me to watch myself react while I was watching all of my favorite shows. All I had to do was plug it in, and my room, nay, my kingdom, would be complete. But suddenly, pew! Everything went dark. Look out! Coming through. Whoops! Whoop! Ow! Woof! I made it to the window. I pulled back the curtain. The sun seemed brighter than I remembered. There was nothing better to do, so I decided to take my dog Tater for a walk outside. It had been a while. Everything was so vivid, like a high resolution 156-inch curved screen, but even more realistic. Something smelled fresh. After a few moments, I realized that it was the air. I heard a noise, some chirps, a ringtone perhaps. But no, I looked up to see some birds. I wandered down the street from block to block and across the neighborhood. Eventually, I found a park with a hill. There was a massive tree on top. It looked like a desktop background, only it was real. Neat. I leaned against the tree. It wasn't as comfortable as my couch, not even close, but after a while it wasn't so bad. Ah. Any words about the power outage and what I might be missing drifted away. I wasn't thinking about my favorite shows or my unanswered messages or anything else really. I noticed the stillness, the view, the sky, the clouds, the sunset, and those colors. My goodness, it took a while because there was no fast forward option, but eventually the sun sank below the horizon. By the time I got home, the power was back on. I sat on the couch. Phew. I hit the button to brush my teeth. Scritch, scritch, scritch. I pulled the lever to change into my pajamas. Bloop. I turned the knob to watch my bedtime story. Good night, Spud. Then I noticed my reflection in one of the screens. I wonder how much of my life had been spent in that very spot. It was then and there that I made the decision to peel myself off of the couch a bit more often, maybe even every day. And so that's what I've done. I've started hanging out with my friends, my best buddies, outside. We've started biking and hiking and swimming and hiding and seeking. And sometimes we have snacks and play board games. Sometimes we talk all day. We might watch clouds. There's no big plan. We just see what happens. It makes me wonder, what if I don't always need to be totally comfortable? What if I'm happier when I have a better balance between my gadgets and the world outside? Because it turns out that I'm more than just a couch potato. I'm an amusing potato. I'm a smart potato. I'm a kind potato. I'm an entertaining potato. And I'm a sit on a hill and watch the sunset potato. Yes, there's a great big world out there, and I want to be a part of it in person. But don't get me wrong, at the end of a long day, after I've run and played and talked and laughed with my friends, I still think it's awfully nice to slouch on the couch. Ah, that's the end of the story. So that was the couch potato. I hope you guys have enjoyed both books, Gregory the Terrible Eater and The Couch Potato. And I'm sure you can find any of those either at your public library or at your local bookstore, or you can go on like Amazon, eBay, or other like thrift books or other online um, book outlets and get either one of those books. I hope you guys have a great week. Be safe, be blessed. Have fun, enjoy, continue to enjoy your summer, and I will talk to you guys next week. Until then, this is Dawn, aka the Interactive Nanny, signing off from Interactive Nanny's World, where love and play are interacting. Talk to you guys later. Bye.